What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Next match here, the second match here on the top, at least on the right side of the bracket. From the top, the second match, we have Monarchs, Mega Monarchs versus Chronomalys. So Chronomalys from 2014 and Monarchs, again, one of the more recent decks in this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. The first deck list, of course, is Mega Monarchs, the extra deck version, right, with multiple brilliant fusions. In the main deck, the one of Lazuli, of course. Well, Aether at 3. Stormfort at 3, the Trap, Prime at 3. I don't need to discuss this powerhouse, right? As multiple people already mentioned in the comment section, is that this particular list, or Mega Monarchs in general, are definitely one of the title candidates of this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. Yeah, pretty much the deck can only lose to itself, right? Very powerful deck, but the brick chances of this deck is of course very, very high. So again, extra deck Monarchs. Second deck list, we have Chronomaly, I believe from the OCG, with the full artifact engine with Moral Tech and Beagle Tech. Their themed Stratos being Nebula Disc, and the full artifact engine with Ignition as well, and Sanctum, of course. A lot of trap cards. Breakthrough Skill, Torrential Tribute are definitely solid against something like Monarchs. Bottomless Trapple as well to dodge something like a Return from the Monarchs, but again, so which deck has the advantage? And I can definitely agree with the people here, is just here in this case, I think it's flat out possible, or at least flat out clear, that the Monarchs should have the advantage over Chronomalys, I guess, even going first, going second. I mean, if I look at Chronomalys, it's not really the deck that can put up a negation board with, multiple floodgates or multiple negates on the field. They do have Gorgonic Guardian, but it's not a card you can go for first turn, and well, Moral Tech, Bottomless Trapple can definitely interrupt like a Monarch Surge, but that's pretty much it, right? So again, I definitely agree with the people that Mega Monarchs do have the advantage. Okay, let's see the first duel. Okay, first duel. Chronomalys indeed get to start. This is an okay start, I guess. Just normal summoning the Nebula Disc. I believe searching Crystal Skull and Skull searching, well, depending on your hand, either another Nebula Disc, pretty much searching like another Stratos, right? But again, depending the matchup, depending on your hand, you can definitely search out either Bones, Crystal Bones, that potentially can turn itself into like Gorgonic Guardian, which is basically a huge effect failure on the field, right? And also lowering the attack, I guess. Him going for Constellar Omega, not really well, I think it's an okay play, I guess, since he knows that I have Stormfort, and yes, Omega, if I'm not mistaken, should indeed bypass Stormfort's, spell effect, so I can't tribute the Omega if he does use the Detach effect, but I don't think he had any other plays, like maybe making the, well, Gear Gigant would not have been able to search, since I think he used the Nebula Disc, the Graveyard effect from Nebula Disc, so no Gear Gigant during that particular turn. So I think I don't think he had many options, or at least am I missing something, and my hand was definitely very solid. And the Moral Tech being the extra monster here on my side of the field, at least on your opponent's side of the field, to tribute away for the Stormfort. And triple Aether is such a ridiculously, at least it's ridiculous, right? Triple Aether, and I believe the OCG does have multiple access, at least access to multiple Aethers, right? Anyway, game number 2, again, the opponent has a mediocre start, again, just normal summoning Nebula Disc and only one back row. As Chronomaly, you definitely want to have more back rows, right? Then again, it's Torrential Tribute, so Torrential will prevent the search from return, and here in this case, no Monarch in hand, so even though I did get a couple of draws, if I don't have a Tribute, I'm definitely not in a good position. Then again, Erebus is in the graveyard, so by discarding, any Monarch spell or trap, I can just get back Erebus or any other tribute monster with, the appropriate attack and defense. I can just get back those, monsters from my graveyard back to them. This was a huge misplay. For some reason, I thought I was like, well, I'm just, put Pleiades on the field, and with I think it's Stormfort set, not not really sure what... No, it's Prime indeed, Prime to get those extra draws, and with Maxine I was like, okay, I'm pretty much set to go, full control of the duel to potentially prevent my opponent from going for something like Crystal Bones or, you know, getting that rank 3 summon, but I definitely should have gone for Shark Fortress and pretty much ended the duel right there, right? Shark Fortress using its double attack on, of course, Erebus, and that should be exactly 8k to attack for a game. So there is finally the Shark Fortress breakthrough skill. Again, very solid card against Monarchs, but pretty much only good early game, I feel. Prevent, you know, something like Erebus, at least, yeah, Erebus or Idea or Eidos from going off. And if Monarchs is stopped with such a play, you know, Chronomalys definitely could have done some plays right. But in this case, I think they just got ruffle stomped by Monarchs, and not breaking with Monarchs definitely helps, and opening with Pantheism, getting those draws, it's very hard for a deck like Chronomalys to come back after that, even though, you know, it's of course a very powerful deck, having access to the artifact engine, etc. But Stormfort Aether is such a powerful combination, right? So okay, that's pretty much it. So Monarchs will move on to the top 8, and again, the Chronomalys will still be here in the tournament, but again, we'll move on to the left side of the losers bracket, right? So they are still in the tournament. Next matchup will be a strong one, a big one, being Metal Foes versus Mermills, so Tidal Mermills. Again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.